Welcome back to Easy Crypto. Not financial advice, it's Easy Crypto updates. Like, share, comment. We want to follow up on our video from yesterday on XRP and Bitcoin. We notice XRP is still holding this support and ranging before it comes back up to the top of this range that we have drawn out here before we break out and potentially enter our parabolic phase. But today I want to focus on Bitcoin and some tools that we have been learning about. One of them has been the Fibonacci candles. So we have regular candles showing, and we have a couple green candles here, which we might interpret as a trend reversal. But our tool to notice trend reversals that we've talked about before on this channel is the Fibonacci candles. So they show full trends. So right now, it still is indicating that Bitcoin's potentially in a downtrend. It's still all red, but it's still just ranging in our fair value gap here. So the other, as we change back to regular candles, the other tool I want to really focus on today, so you need to watch this full video to the end for your educational benefit, and that's called the Fibonacci retracement. So you notice since April, here at Easy Crypto, I have all of these levels circled and all these lines and all these support and resistance levels based on, my visual indication of what I see. But I wanted to show you that these are actually precise levels per the Fibonacci. Now you can look up who Fibonacci was and his mathematical calculations and how he came up with the Fibonacci formulas and all that. That's another video. But today I want to show you, based on that Fibonacci calculation and all the different levels, that these are not random. Okay, so we are going to remove this chart all the way from today. Right from here, all the way to this low here. So if you do that, boom, the chart goes away. And I'm left with all the circles and lines that I've drawn. So now, we are going to do the Fibonacci retracement from this high all the way down to this low and watch the patterns retrace back up to what we call the 100% retracement and beyond, and see these levels play out. So we're just going to go down here and click play, and then we can watch the charts hit the Fibonacci levels. It would help if I put the Fibonacci chart in. Fib retracement from the high down to the low, and we want the midline to touch all the resistance points, and that's about as best as we can get, and then click play. So we watch the Fibonacci's are going to retrace and hit all of these levels. So they break range, break. This one didn't range, it just broke all the way up past the second level range, break, range. Now it's rejecting off the next level, and then it broke through, and it's rejecting off the next level. Yeah, we wanted to see after this level here break all the way up to the 1.618, but it just starts ranging, and just watch it reach these levels. Like I said, these are not randomly plotted price points. And we can speed this up a little bit so you can see it reach those levels that we have plotted. Now, it didn't quite reach all the way up to the top level, which would have been here at about 126, but it did reach 124. So you can see how it's hit all the points that we have followed on this channel, all the way through to where we are today. So Fibonacci is a great tool to also look where the price may go and how long it might take. So if we stretch this all the way back out to where we are today, we can see what level we're on. So we retraced all the way right back down to this fib level, this purple line. We were coming back down to it, but we're now going back up. So it might suggest, if the Fibonacci's turn green, that we might come all the way back up and break 124 and get to the next fib level at 1.618. That would be the next logical step, but what we need is different indicators to all be in what's called confluence, that they all agree. So right now, not all the indicators agree. There's different indicators we'll talk about later, RSI, the MACD. So we'll see if there's more confluence. But today, for the Heikin-Ashis and the fib, it just shows that we're just going to be ranging here a little bit more before the next breakout. But we have the next breakout plotted here in October. So today we are now 522 days since the last halving, and we are expecting Bitcoin to range here and then break up into this parabolic phase. So if you thought this information was helpful, like I said at the beginning, like, comment, share this post, follow Easy Crypto, because when Bitcoin starts sliding back on up, you'll watch this channel and you'll know when it's time to take your profits.